You're watching David McElroy TV.
For the last 15 years, I have published articles on my own website. For several years, most of what I published was political in nature. Back when I started, I don't know, 12, 14, 15 years ago. And that attracted thousands, tens of thousands of daily readers. I enjoyed the pseudo popularity at the time because it was good for my fragile ego for so many people to agree with what I wrote and to tell me nice things. I eventually realized, though, that I was basically just writing for people who already agreed with me, and I didn't see the point in that. So I quit writing political things, and for years after that, I struggled to figure out what the point was of anything I was writing. And for a long time, I just wrote about random personal things to the point that it felt more like a diary that I was sharing with the world. Most of what I wrote was not that interesting for most people. And, the readership, it kind of it died down. And that was fine with me. I was just publishing random things about, the way I felt about things. But in the last few years, couple of years, 3, something like that, I have increasingly realized that I have some things to say, not about politics, but about our dysfunctional culture and how individuals can still choose to live good lives in spite of the chaos and dysfunction all around us. Not everyone is going to agree with what I have to say. Not even all of the people who used to claim to love my political work. And that's okay with me. I think there is a tiny group out there who want to hear someone say something completely different, something that comes from a culturally conservative point of view. And I'm about the most culturally conservative person you have ever met, but which has absolutely nothing to do with politics. I am going to be sharing more of what I have to say on YouTube in the coming year or so about the culture and about how I think we can live well. In fact, I have a series of about 15 videos that I've been working on called The Remnant, which is going to look at my thoughts about how we as individuals might be able to live in the midst of the brokenness around us, the dysfunction around us. For now, though, I'm just going to start sharing video versions of essays from my website. There are something like 2,500 old articles there. And I don't even like some of the older things. It's not necessarily that I disagree with things, but there are a lot of cases in which I wouldn't have said something like that now. I wouldn't have said it in a certain way. My focus in life has completely changed. But anyway, I am going to be sharing some of the new things that I write in the coming months as I write them. If you like what you hear on this channel, which are basically going to be video versions of those essays, you might like to browse the things on my website as well. I I think a lot of what I have to talk about here is extremely serious. It's very important for a lot of people, especially for me. I'm really passionate about the things that I want to talk to you about. But that doesn't mean that I don't enjoy being lighthearted about other things, which I hope you're going to see in some of the ridiculous video bumpers that I use here and the end credits and things like that. I'm just having fun, and I hope it will amuse a few others. It definitely does amuse me. What I have to say here is not for everyone, but it might be for you. If you're one of the few who's going to find value in what I have to say here, please stick around. I'll be back with more very soon.
If you'd like to get in touch with David, please send praise, money, and marriage proposals to David McElroy at mac.com. If you have a complaint or some other form of criticism, keep it to yourself. If watching David McElroy TV causes illness lasting longer than 3 hours, please see a doctor.